All right, I am now a free agent. Thank God I'm getting out of Washington. This is actually the best news I've had since, well, probably the time I got drafted. But anyway, so it says right here I can choose up to three teams to negotiate a better deal, but I need to be careful on how that deal works out. So, as you can see right now, here's a list of the teams. You got like Philadelphia at 51% overall. Detroit's at 41%. We're just going through. Let's see another one. I hate Toronto's 25%. Houston doesn't even want me. But as you can see, this is the interest of the team and how many minutes they'll offer me. Now, I don't even know how much pay is yet, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But I have to pick three teams. So I was really thinking about it. I was talking to a couple people, and I was like, what teams do you think I should go under? Because I don't want to be with Washington, even though they're at 50%. I'm sorry. Even if they're offering me 14 minutes and the greatest contract in the world, I'm already sick and tired of them. So my first team was actually Detroit, and the second team, of course, was Brooklyn. The third team, I really started, thinking about it, and I had a lot of different people telling me, go to, LA, try to take over Kobe's spot when he leaves, go to Denver or something. Charlotte was another one that was brought up. Maybe even Cleveland. But I really had thought about it, and I was like, you know what? What would be a perfect team where I could fit in? I know I'll win. I know I'm just flipping back and forth. Sorry about that if you're getting annoyed by it. But it was actually going to be, yes, the San Antonio Spurs. Why did I pick the Spurs? Well, I mean, you got a core group that's been together for many, many years. They've won many championships. Why not try to get another championship with that core group? And hey, Ginobili's getting up there with age. Mainly he's been playing six man of the year a lot lately, or coming off the bench. He has started a few games here and there, but yeah. So, anyways, let's get into it. Now, you can see the salary that they want to give me per game. Now, Detroit is offering me 280 VC with 2 years. And you know what? I'm going to try to negotiate. So, as you can see with the Pistons, I'm going to try to get both. Brooklyn, that's 270, 2 years, 13 minutes. Hey, I want a little bit more minutes. The team's not really that well. As you can see with the Spurs, they're 250, 2 years, 8 minutes. I want more than that. I want at least, anywhere between 12 to 15. That feels good to me. Now, Detroit didn't budge. They actually kept the same VC, the same minutes, the same years. Same thing went with, well, look at Brooklyn. Pretty much the same all around. So they didn't really budge. The only thing I got was out of the Spurs, they bumped it up 1 minute. Well, okay, whatever. So let's see. I'm going to try to go more minutes with Detroit. Brooklyn, let's negotiate. What do I want to negotiate? Let's try to get a little bit more minutes too. And hey, I want more minutes if I'm going to San Antonio. So here we go. We're going into round three. Here we go. Sorry, a little bit of delay. But anyway, so the Pistons are now offering me 12 minutes. Brooklyn's actually offering me 14 minutes, and the Spurs offering me 10. Now, how do I really want to do this? Well, I like being with Ginobili and Tim Duncan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Tony Parker. That'd be a great group. But you know what? If they're only going to offer me 10 minutes, I'm really not going to see a lot of playing time. I'm not even probably going to be considered a six man of the year, even with Ginobili, unless the game decides to put him as a starter. But you know how it is. I guarantee I could look at some stats, and because Aldridge is technically a power forward, they probably put Duncan, as six man. So I'm not really sure 10 minutes is going to work out. So I am actually going to decline that offer. Now it's between Detroit and Brooklyn. So am I going to the hometown in real life or the hometown in a video game? It's not really the hometown for Detroit. I live on the west side of Michigan, but hey, to me it's considered a hometown. So I'm just flipping through. who should I really go with? And I think I'm gonna go with Brooklyn. Wow, Brooklyn. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be a member of the Brooklyn Nets. I got more minutes. Pays about the same a little bit.
All right.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, a friend of free. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionately about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason, above all, I've decided to choose the Brooklyn Nets.